Okay, we're going to do a training on setting up this new calendar system, events registration system, which also allows you to charge for tickets to your events in case you need to raise money to offset the cost of your event or a given venue or something like that. Okay, if you hover over this triangle here, you'll come down to main settings. Right, and I'm showing you how this is set up so you can make some minor changes later because of the default stuff will already be set for you. Okay. All right, in the case of this one here, we have We the Peoples, and what I'm setting up here is how their group calendar ties in with everything else and some of that stuff. All right, we want all the events from the central calendar, or what's we're calling the central calendar, which is the Washington Patriot Hub events. Those are statewide events that we want everybody to know about. We want them to post on everybody's calendar, on their group calendar, in case that's the only place your folks are looking, okay? We don't want them to miss the big stuff. All right. In addition, we need We the People Vancouvers because that's who we're working with here, all right? And then most folks like to know what's going on with EFF and Citizens Action Network. They're a statewide organization, and I think that all statewide organizations should have if they list anything on a calendar here on the hub, should be on everybody's event calendar. I think we can all agree on that. If you don't want those, you can just uncheck this box and click Save at the bottom in these settings, okay? All right, all of these settings here you're going to want to leave at default. Please don't play with those until you know what they are. Ask me personally. All right, the same thing here with the default all day, default allow registration, and default members only. I recommend that you do this on a case-by-case basis. All right. The next thing here is default send email notifications. All right. Now for your group calendar, really all you're going to want for the most part is for your editors for your group, which I've checked here, all right, and your members for your group, which I've checked there, to get email notifications on stuff you post on your calendar for your group, on your groups page, all right? Now, the central calendar, you're going to want to hit registered users, subscribers, and administrators, which is already set as at the default. You won't need to do this on the calendar section, but you might need to do it in the event section, all right? Now, event registration and payment. This is the part you would use if, for instance, you needed to charge. And your group processing, payment processing page, you're going to leave right where it's at because if you use either AuthorizeNet or PayPal, and PayPal is what I recommend because it's easy and cheaper to set up. All right. Then you've got where you want your group to go after or your people to go after they register. Do you want to have a registration page or something like that, or a verification page? That's fine. I'll show you how to do that, and we just change those settings here. All right. Then I need to uncheck or check your payment mode here. All right. Now, like I said, I'm recommending PayPal. Right now it's in test mode, which means it won't actually authorize any payments, and I'm going to leave it that way until this group has a PayPal account set up, right? So, send an email upon registration. If you uncheck this, it won't send them, so leave that checked. Also send to the event owner, all right? Now, that'll come up later in another video. Upon registration, send duplicate email to, and this is where you would want to put who needs to know on a regular basis when somebody's registered. So if you got somebody in your group that's in charge of keeping track of who's registered and paid for events, that's who that you want that to go to. Central mailbox, whatever. All right. If you are taking payments and you have a PayPal account, this is where you're going to put your PayPal email address because that's what helps link this thing together so that you can do that. All right. Okay. Email notification. All right. Send the email from. Leave this here unless you've set up an email account through me. Because this system is designed, .NET Nuke, DNN, is designed to send emails through emails that are registered on my email server. And if you change that address there, you can screw up your email notifications, okay? So leave that alone. All right, permission settings. This is where we decide who can approve an event. All right, now for this group, obviously, we only want the editors of Washington State, We the People, because that's who we're working on, the Vancouver ones there. We only want them to be able to approve an event. All right. And then who can post an event, it would be the same thing. All right. That's going to be the editors too. And unless you give somebody else authorization, you're pretty much going to want to leave this alone. And I'll show you in a later video how to set people up to be an editor for your group. So we're going to hit with the people Washington State there. All right. And then additional messages. If you want to have some standard information that's on the top of all your registration pages, so when somebody's registering an event, if there's a standard notification you want there at the top, or if there's a standard notification you want at the bottom, terms and conditions like tickets not refundable or blah 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 blah. All right, and this is for the payment page and also for the payment page. All right. When we're all done here with that, we just click update. So if you make any changes to this on your calendar, that's what you're going to do. And these are the main settings for your group's calendar. Like I said, unless you need to change something or enter your PayPal information, and other than to set up your default email address, you will want to leave that section pretty much alone. Okay?